All right. So I first of all want to start with what is a 90-day run? So some of you might be new to the community. Welcome. It is so fun to see the amazing growth that we've had. So I want to back up to why 90-day runs, and I'm going to share with you how they make such a huge difference in your business, okay? First of all, in 90 days, momentum happens, growth happens, magic happens. And it's amazing what 90 days can do. 30 days is good to learn, but to learn and implement and create momentum in 30 days is just hard, right? 90 days is not. So what happens is, and this is what's going to determine if you guys are going to be successful with a 90-day run or not, right? I can give you a proven system, but what you do with it is going to predict your income. When you have something already selling, proven to sell, because what we sell has already grown a community to 58 plus thousand people. So that reduces the guesswork of like, well, do people actually buy it? Yes, right? And we don't spend any money on marketing, by the way. And that's what I love is we organically have grown this community to 58,000 people. So cool. So the process that I'm sharing with you works. It's just, are you willing to put the time in and be coachable and get it to work for you? So what happens is the first 30 days is really about gaining in knowledge and learning and understanding and building that confidence. Then the second 30 days, you'll notice, is where like the action starts coming in. You get very intentional, you start driving to completion, you start getting the results done. Momentum hits in the last 60 to 90 days, which most people quit by then. I notice it because I record all of you. You guys are going to get a daily video from me, and I watch the amount of people that watch the first 30 days compared to the 30 to 60 days compared to the 60 to 90, and it's bizarre. But you know what else is bizarre? The ones that actually make it, that is where most of our six-figure income earners have been created. But the ones that get inconsistent or quit or don't do the challenge are the ones that never make it. So that should help you get excited knowing that, man, if I'm willing to plug in and just be consistent, and hence that's the other reason for 90 days, because anybody can do anything for 90 days. 6 months is too long. We get distractions, we don't pay attention, and we think we'll get to it later. And a year is way too long, right? If a year worked when people set their New Year's goals on January 1st, they would achieve them. But if you look at the patterns, typically by the end of January or by February 10th, most people have quit on their goals or even forgot they set goals. So there's patterns, but I've noticed in 90 days. So let me share with you. When I launched into digital marketing, September of 2022, I didn't know if I could do it because it was a brand new territory for me, just like it is for many of you. So I was building my business and I was doing the steps, doing the activities, and I was like 90 days into my business and I was like, I think I'm onto something. I really think this is going to work. So I wanted to get focused. See, I'm going to share something with you. Making 10K a month is not about strategy. It's all about standards. And sometimes we think if we just learn more and implement more, it's going to happen. No, no, no. It's when you raise your standards to become the person that consistently make 10K a month or 2K a month or 1K a month or 100K a month. It's all in the standards. And so I recognize that, right? Because if you go back to anything you've done in life, your job that you've had before you started your job, and then the person you become during the job is two different people. Online business is exactly the same. So I decided I was 90 days in. I was still new. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I decided to go on a 90-day run. And I decided to go for hit six figures. I did the math. Okay. Math is important. And I did the math, and I'm going to break this down with you. And I did the math of what I needed. I took what I made the first 90 days and I minus that from 100K. And then I knew what I needed to make in that 90 days. And I went on a 90-day run. And I committed to this and I achieved it. And I was like, holy crap. If I can do it, I'm going to launch one inside my community. And it was interesting to me because I had a goal that was in 2023, by the way. And I had a goal of growing our community to 1,000 that year, which was a lofty, crazy goal. We ended up achieving 1,000 people in our community in May 22nd of 2023. And I had set a goal of doing that in December. You know why it happened so quick? Because our community went on a 90-day run and it popped six-figure earners like popcorn. And then we went on another 90-day run. More six-figure earners came. More another 90-day run, and more six-figure earners came because it raised their standards. But still same activities that were inside your program, inside Kajabi, but it gave you more digestible, easy to implement and follow every day. And so I literally when before we launched the bundle pack, I needed to do a 30-day momentum map with you guys because you helped me know how we need to bridge some gaps. And I did the 30-day momentum map, which helped me launch what needed to be added to the new bundle pack and the trainings inside of there. So thank you guys very much for participating. It's everything. You have no idea how much it helps me serve you better. So I appreciate the ones of you that did actually do the challenges, engaged, and helped. You're part of it. You helped create that. So I appreciate that more than you'll ever know, by the way, because I know I don't know everything, but together we can create something that can change lives. And so I appreciate that so much. So that's why I did a 30-day then. And then I was like, I don't know. When we were launching the bundle pack, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. I was like, I just can't do a 90-day right now because we got to really work on the bundle pack, which I'm still working on a lot of that area to make it even better because I know what we have here. And so that's why we haven't done a 90-day run for a while. So that's why, and I know I love you guys so much because you're like, when's the next 90-day run? Why am I getting daily videos, right? Because we've created that habit and that pattern in our community because you watch it working. So I'm sharing that with you because I'm going to give you the numbers today. You're going to create your own numbers. You're going to have a worksheet. But if you're not willing to put the work in, if not willing to plug in, it's never going to work. I will share this with you. I received an email yesterday, and I'm just being very, very transparent with you because I am not here for you guys to not be successful. I am here to equip you with success. Hopefully you run with it, right? And you leave the legacy and you change your life. And I received an email from a gentleman that's inside our community, and he goes, I'm not getting customers. So the first thing I do when I get an email like that, he got inside my automations, by the way, to tell me he wasn't getting a customer. So the first thing I do is I go copy and paste his name and I put it inside the community. He's made one comment. He's never made a post. He never introduced himself. He's never engaged in the community. He made one comment on April of 2025 saying, I'm not getting customers. That was in April of 2025. And then he got in my email automations yesterday and said, I'm not getting customers. So the next thing I did, so no engagement in the community, which there's the first problem. Second problem, he bought the program in April of 2024. Okay. You know how many times he's logged into his program? 52 times in 2 years and completed 9%. Success leaves clues. How can any human on this entire planet think anything is possible of only going in? It'd be like going to college for 4 years, but I only go to class 54 times and I only complete 9%, but then I'm expecting to get the degree. Or I want to get in good shape and I'm going to go to the gym, but I'm only going to go to the gym in a year 52 times and only show up 9% and expect to have abs. It's no different. I'm only sharing that with you guys because some of you have these bizarre expectations that because you made a purchase, you are entitled to make money. That would literally be the exact same as I got hired at this job, so I'm entitled to make money even though I'm not going to show up. We don't live in a world like that. So I'm telling you, this 90-day run will work if you're willing to work it. Is it going to be times where I'm going to give you an action step that's going to be uncomfortable? Yep. Because your comfort zone is why your bank account looks like it does. To change your bank account, we got to change your standards. We got to get you out of that comfort zone. So I'm going to tell you this. Yes, we're going to set a money goal because that's something that's tangible, right? X amount of customers equals X amount of money because you know what a customer is worth. So the reality is we're going to have a direction and have an aim. But the truth is, you know what you're going to recognize more in 90 days than the money you made? The person you become. And that person that you become is going to completely change your life in 2026. This 90 days, my friend, is building that solid foundation for your business so you can literally leave a legacy for your family and make yourself so proud on December 31st of 2026. This is literally the foundation, but I have to set an income goal. And it's a hard one, right? Because many of you are brand new, and some of you brand new, and you will get the 22 customers in 90 days. Absolutely. But most won't. But we get what we aim for. So if I set a low goal, you'll have low results. If we set a bigger, realistic goal, you have a higher chance of getting it. I'm only sharing that with you because everybody in here, we have 58,000 plus people, is at a different journey. But you look at this, and we're going to do the math real quick here. It's not as hard as you think. Because if you have the bundle pack, that's only 22 customers in 90 days. That's only one customer every 4 days. And you think about it, if you learn, and we're going to work on this, this is what the 90 days is about. I'm going to have it chunks in 3 different phases, by the way, but we're going to really master your message, master your marketing. So you become that person that somebody wants to buy from. But if you're not on the bundle pack yet, that should be one of your goals in this 90-day run, that I will get enough customers to upgrade to the bundle pack. It just allows you to unlock 10 income streams, allows you to unlock the most innovative AI training that you guys could really create all your content in the AI. So just set that goal instead of, because here's the thing, if you're over here going, I can't afford it, da-da-da, you're right. But if you're over here going, okay, this 90-day run, I'm going to get customers so I can upgrade, and I'm going to get customers so I can pay off my debt. Like it has to be, what is the outcome you're going to do with what you achieve? So I want to go back to my first 90-day run, and I want you guys to take this advice. When I decided to go on a 90-day run, I knew that, that's kind of like that marathon that you can get really, really, really tired in between the marathon, halfway done. And if you quit, you don't achieve anything. So I had to like have a vision of what is that outcome I want to have. And if you notice, my 90 days hit it was going to be May when my 90-day run was over. So I told myself, if you do this, you're going to be able to take your grandkids to the ocean for the first time because they hadn't seen the ocean yet. So I spent some time with them, accountability, by the way. And I brought them into my office, and we got on my computer, and we pulled at some places in Galveston, Texas, and these beach homes, which over spring break is triple the price, right? So you're writing that down, and and just that we're going to go stay there, and the things that we're going to do, and we're going to get them these wakeboards, and oh my gosh, they were so excited, and my little penis like, Grandma, like the waves are going to come up like this. And I was like looking at them, and I'm like, I'm doing it. I had so much clarity at that moment that I knew I couldn't quit on my 90-day run, because if I quit on my 90-day run, I had to look at them and be like, oh, remember 90 days ago I had to come in my office? I quit. I didn't achieve it. And then I'm a really crappy role model for my kids and my grandkids. So that raised my standards at that moment. Some of you have to have that type of conversation because you've got in this pattern of quitting on things in your life. And that's okay. That doesn't define you. It's what you do this moment forward. I'll share a funny one with you. You guys are going to crack up. So I work out. Okay. I love working out. I get up in the morning, I work out, and I'm not a morning person, by the way. And I can't get myself to go to bed before 11 or 12 at night, but I still get up at 5:15 in the morning. I don't know. I got to figure that part out. My point is, I literally So it's just a non-negotiable in my life, right? But I really want to get at my peak performance. And it's kind of a funny challenge. So my daughter made a comment the other day, and she used the excuse of having kids of why she doesn't, have a bikini body. And I said, that's bull crap. I've had 6 kids. So I'm like, I will have abs by the summer. I'll be 56 this summer. So I had to become very intentional in raising my standards. But I love wine, you guys. I'm just being honest. Like, I love wine. I got to have wine at least 2 nights a week, right? It's like, that's my get in the hot tub, chill, have wine. So I'm like, how can I reach this goal? So I'm on a 3-day juice thing that literally, and it's not, it's just, it's insane, by the way. So I'm on 2 days with no food. I can't have caffeine. I can't have nothing. But I'm telling you, this is hard. I'm doing it I'm getting ready to launch a 90-day run. I'm going live every day. This is my second training call today. And I literally have been consuming 300 calories. But I'm flushing my body because I'm getting abs. I'm only sharing that with you. And now I'm like determined to get abs because I will walk out into my lake with my bikini on and they will see my abs. What I vision, but I'm going to prove to my daughter that you can't use having kids as an excuse why your body looks like it does. Your body looks like it does because of the choices you make. Your business is exactly the same. So is it hard right now to like, I'm living off of no sleep. I'm still got up this morning and worked out. I'm eating just juices. I'm just telling you that because I could have made so many excuses why I'm not doing it. Just like you're going to come up with all these excuses why you can't do this 90-day run. So you got to look at where you're going, just like that. Like I'm like determined to do this because I want to be the role model for my daughter that's only 30. Like, no, you just got to get in the gym. You got to change your eating habits a little bit. You can have a nice body too. So there's my focus to show her because I just want to be a good role model. When I went on my first 90-day run, it was exactly the same. I was like, I can't let my grandkids down. And because of that, by the way, I have to share this with you because this is the coolest part. Because I wanted to be held accountable. And I don't know about you, but I can easily let myself down. But who I can never let down is my kids or my grandkids. So me getting them in the picture, hence getting abs. My daughter's in the picture. I'm going to prove to her that no matter your age, you can do it. My grandkids in the picture about I'm going to make 6 figures in my 90-day run because then I'm going to have the money to take them. Because of that, it laid this solid foundation. It's created a habit. Every year I take them somewhere for spring break. Every year. Last year we went to Disney World. And it was the beginning of this year. Well, it was around New Year's Eve. And they had said, Grandma, where are we going this year for spring break? I go, where do you guys want to go? It's your choice. I'm just the yes, Grandma, when we go wherever you want. Grandma, we want to go to Florida to the beach. So we went right in my office. We got on the computer. We found a beach home in Florida that we're leaving at in like a month. And I'm only telling you that because I showed them that anything is possible. And so I'm sharing this with you. This 90 days, yes, it can help you build a solid foundation. Yes, it can help you change your life. Like in 90 days, you can change your life. Because here's the deal. You learn how to make 30K in 90 days. Just go do it again. And just go do it again. That is 120,000 a year. This lays the foundation. But because I was willing to be accountable and hold myself to this, now my grandchildren know. And like it's like the new thing. Where are we going this year? Where are we going? And it gives me something to look forward to. That's why I love working hard because of the results I get and the time I get. Because if you would have told me 4 years ago or 5 years ago that I would be able to fly all my grandkids and rent a home on a beach with, if you know how expensive that is over spring break, like I would have said, there's no way my bank account would never allow that. But because I had the courage to raise my standards, it's changed everything. And I'm just going to challenge you to have the courage to raise your standards these next 90 days and see the possibility of the person you can become and the money you can make. But if you're anything like me, that it's easy to quit on yourself, then you've got to hold yourself accountable to somebody. But dang it, don't let them down. Don't let them down because that's a pattern you have to break. The moment you can break that pattern, you will become unstoppable. And that put my feet to the fire. And here's what I mean by that. You'll no longer will post to say, well, I did my 3 videos today. You will post to impact. You will post to create urgency. You will post to become that person somebody wants to buy from. And that is really my goal with you over these next 90 days, to not only get the easiest way to really market and master your message while you're able to make money, but in a short amount of time. Because my goal is this is just the foundation we're going to build. So you can literally change your life in 2026. I see that there will be more 6-figure earners created in 2026 than there ever has been in our community. First of all, it's a pretty easy math, right? And let's go ahead and start with this math. And you need to know, what is your goal? Your goal is important. I'm just giving you goals I would love. These are the 3 goals. One of these are the 3 goals I would love for you to go after, no matter where you are, okay? So the bundle pack is only 22 customers. So wild. Only 22 customers is all you need to make 30K in 90 days, which is one every 4 days. Okay? Maybe you want to just get 11 customers. That's 15,000 in 90 days. Or maybe you want to go for 8 customers. That is 11K in 90 days. You got to decide. Now, depends on what program you are. What is a customer worth? Some of you might be 100, 300, 600, 900. You got to do the math, right? But your goal should be to get customers and get up here, because less means more. Plus, you'll love what's inside of it. Okay? You'll love it. And so you've got to do the math on this. But here's also, on a marketing standpoint, 22 customers, that's 1 customer every 4 days. There's over 5 billion people on social media, and that's all you need. It just is amazing to me. I want to give you guys a really different perspective, mostly because there's some of you that are brand new. And you might think making money online is hard. See, that used to be me. But let me share with you why. Because nobody took the time to show me the numbers like I am with you. So this is a network marketing product that I love. I used to do network marketing. I'm still obsessed with the products. I actually been drinking this product for 10 years, by the way. But guess what? Nobody did the math with me, how many customers it actually takes to make decent money. So for example, I did the math on this. Okay, I made 12 bucks if I sold this, by the way. So if I wanted to make 30K in 90 days selling this, you guys, I would need 2,500 customers. Would you rather get 2,500 customers or 22? So sometimes we get these limiting beliefs, or this stinking thinking that we can't do it because we're thinking in low numbers. And now I do the math on that. I'm like, why didn't I ever take a calculator and figure it out how many I needed? So this is to be easy. Like, that's it. That's all you need. But see, I see so many people trying to do Etsy, or you do these UGC videos and you make 20 bucks for 4 videos. How many videos do you need to make to change your life? This is what I love with this, because the foundation that you grow is building your brand, building your following, building your confidence, building your email list that just sets you up for massive success in many areas of your life. And I absolutely love that. And you don't have to share your profits with anyone. I love that for you. Like, do the math. Let's say that we took 10%. That would mean you would have to give us 140 bucks for every one of your customers. That means you don't even get 10 customers. You'll actually only get 9. I would never do that to you guys. I want you ownership and you getting 100% of your profit. This is stuff you do when you're marketing, by the way, because we are that purple cow out there, by the way. There's nobody that has the AI tools that we have. Nobody has 100% profit and the ability that all you need is 22 customers in 90 days to make 30K. If you can master this in your marketing, it will be amazing what you'll achieve. And I love that for you guys. And you don't got to wait for no company to pay you every week or every 2 weeks. Like you get a customer, it goes directly in your bank account. Yeah, if you're brand new to PayPal or brand new to Square, you probably have to verify some information. They might hold it for the first week just to make sure you are who you are. Unfortunately, we can thank all the scammers and the spammers and the unethical people for doing that to us, but that's normal. After that, it's daily pay, baby. Like you can start getting paid daily, right? Just shows up in there. I love that. You don't got to wait for no company because once you give somebody else part of your money, you are not your own online business owner. You're a contractor. They can change their comp plan, they can change the way they're structured anytime, and you can just be smacked in the face overnight. I love that you have complete freedom. And you guys should really value that as well. Like, this is great marketing points that you need to be sharing with other people. Because if you do the math, if you want to make 100K and you're giving somebody 10%, that means you're giving them $10,000 every year. Shoot, you give them 10,000 by the time you pay taxes and this and this. What? Why would you want to give anybody 10,000 a year? Or 20% is 20,000. Like that is crazy to me. This is stuff you need to share in your marketing. This is how you get people to go from, I don't know if they work to, holy crap, why would I give anybody 10% of my money? Perspective. And this is what I really want to teach you over these next 90 days. Instead of just going out there saying the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get different results, we got to disrupt it out there a little bit. This is how my content works so well because I'm pretty bold. Because to me, this is like, are you kidding me? All you need is 22 customers to make 30K. And that's what I want to help you guys get so bold on your content so you stand out. I love, love, love the fact that there's 5+ billion people on social media. But there's 5+ billion people on social media. You also have to stand out. And you guys are going to get off of this 90 days and you're going to understand why your content works, why it doesn't work. You're going to understand all of it. And that's what I love with you. This is going to be truly a learning and earning process. But it will not work if you don't plug into it. It will not work if you, and then what I crack up is like, oh, I've been so busy. I need to get caught up on 4 videos. I'm like, they're a 5 minute a day video. 5 minute a day video, you still have 23 hours and 55 minutes in your day. And you can't even watch a 5 minute video? See, that's that. I can give you all the strategy. Strategies won't make you 30K in 90 days. It's your standards that will. And if you're willing to become that person that shows up and knows you're worth it and knows your family's worth it or whoever you're going to help hold you be accountable, it will happen because you will just show up differently in your content, the way you come across and your urgency. And by the way, if you're listening to me and you are brand new, I honestly, mostly if you're marketing on TikTok, I think you one up us. I'm being for real right now. Because anybody that had a TikTok account prior to TikTok, I don't care what country you live in, prior to them getting sold, our algorithms are jacked. And people that launch a brand new account, you're fresh. You have more of ability to attract your customers than we do. I'm getting rid of that limiting belief or stinking thinking that you think you're too late or I don't have any followers. Can I share something with you? I had a brand new TikTok account in September of 2022. I made 7,000 my first month. I didn't even hit 1,000 followers till 6 weeks in. But I got so good with my message. I said it over and over and over and over and over that moms were like, I need this in my life. I got so good with my message that when I finally had the courage to go live, which was like over 50 days, I'd have to look exactly. I got started September 9th and I went live the end of November. So whatever that is. I had a gentleman get on my live and he goes, "What about dads?" Because I was so good with my message and my marketing that they thought it was only for moms. That's when you know your marketing's working. That's what I really want to teach you guys. So I don't care where you are in your business. If you're brand new, if you have no following, no authority yet, that's what you're going to learn. Or if you already have a business, but it's not working the way you thought it would work, we're going to fix that. That's the cool part about social media today, by the way. You can change those algorithms at any time. You really, really can. So this is what you guys need to come up with, right? You need to write this down. I would screenshot this, by the way. If you don't have the bundle pack yet, set that your goal. Like that should just be a non-negotiable goal. Okay. And no matter what product you have, write that down. Launchpad is a $100 product, right? So how many, so if a customer is worth $100, how many, what is your goal? What is your 90-day goal? How many customers do you want to get? Right? If you're a legacy builder, you're 900. So what would your goal be? You guys got to set your own goal. Okay, this is so important to do. Because first of all, without a vision, people perish. So you got to have that vision, kind of like I shared with you. My vision was I'm gonna go set my goal this 90 day. I'm gonna take my kids to the beach, my grandkids to the beach, right? I'm even doing that in my personal life too. I've got all these, and I know the vision, the outcome. Because then you know what? You don't want to open the refrigerator door when you know where you're going. It's like some of you might not want to just quickly create content just to say, I created it. You're going to be so intentional with your content so it works. There's not a question if social media works. It's not a question if your automated system works. It's not a question if our program works. I mean, how did the 58 plus thousand people get here? It's just, are you willing to get it to work for you? Okay, so I want you guys to set your goals. I made a worksheet for you guys real quick. I want to pull it up here and I want to go over it with you and I'm going to get better at worksheets for you guys because a lot of you like to physically, go through things and I love that. So I'm getting better. I listen to you. The Freedom Formula Blueprint. I think this is it. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, I just put it in there. Hopefully I did the right one. Make sure. Okay. Is this what you guys are seeing? Yes, no, maybe so. And could you guys all open it? It works. Woohoo! Yes, it does for you, my friend. I love it. You're success. But you are so contagious. Like that's what I love. Like your attitude is everything. Sweet, it worked. Okay. So this is what I want you guys to go through, right? We're going to talk about this real quick. My 90-day, what is your decision for 90 days? I got it. Yay. Okay. My revenue goal in 90-day run is what? Write that down what it is. And then why this number matters to you. That's important. Now, why do I like going 30K in 90 days? Because 10,000 a month. I want that to become a standard for you that you don't want to accept less than 10K a month. Because the moment that becomes a standard for you, you show up completely different in your content to make sure it happens, by the way. Okay. And then what will happen is pretty soon 10K a month is easy. You'll go for 20K. So that's why I like that because it's just easy. Like let's just get you to six figures, right? So you need to fill that out. And then the math behind my goal. Okay, like what is your main offer that you're selling? Is it the launch pad, the passive dedicated blueprint, the legacy builder? Is it the bundle pack, right? Or digital mastery? You write that down so you know. And then the number of customers that you need to reach that goal. Okay, customers per month and customers per week. Now, here's what I would do. If you are not on the bundle pack, I should have added another line. I would add another line and I would put a goal within your first 30 days or whatever you want to upgrade to the bundle pack. And then this math will be so much funner and easier too, by the way. Now, here's something that is important, by the way, because the person you are now isn't going to be the person that's going to make you 30K in 90 days, right? You're going to have to gain in knowledge. You're going to have to change these limiting beliefs. You have to create that new identity. We're going to build the confidence. And by the way, confidence is built by taking action. Okay. So, what is the one skill I will intentionally improve? Like, do you feel right now, what is that skill you need to improve on? And how will you improve on that daily? And matter of fact, if you guys would let me know in the comments what that is, that will help me know what I need to lean heavier on in the 90-day run to help you, because that's the goal. Storytelling, yes, that's going to be a very important one. Yeah. Yay. Yeah, we're going to be covering going live. Yeah, sweet. Okay, I'm writing this down. Okay. Yeah, love it. Thank you guys. Yes, sweet. Cool. The worksheet, scroll up. I already gave it to you. Yeah, I already put it in there for you. Awesome. I'm going to go back and look at these. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to do this because it's going to help me, right? And which is pretty much what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, awesome. Love it. Yes. Because that is something I am going to push you to go live. I don't care if it's 2 days a week or 5 days a week. I really, it just helps you master your message and it helps you master storytelling better. Okay. So anyway, that's something that, so this is important, right? Because here's the thing, you're not going to need to focus on a lot of stuff. This is where a lot of people get so messed up. They're like, I need to do this today, this tomorrow, this. No, no, no. Just get really, really, really good at this. Now, the moment you master storytelling, then let's go to the next thing. Okay. And then the next, what is your daily non-negotiables? Like you have to have daily non-negotiables. I just wrote a few that are really important. Okay. And then your 2 hour income producing structure. You need to write down what yours is. Okay. And I seen somebody said about getting 1,000 followers for my link to my bio to be clickable. That has no relevance to getting customers. I'm gonna get rid of that limiting belief you have. When I made 7,000 my first month, I didn't have a clickable link because I didn't have 1,000 followers up. My CTA was so good, but I put my website in my bio with the link, and then I still had my website domain in the bio. They just couldn't click on it. And it was so funny because some people would literally be like, hey, I can't click on your link. I'm like, just type it in. I don't have enough followers yet, which would create engagement in my post. Okay, so it's you can always put your website in there. So don't ever think that that's holding you back, okay? And then here's the part. What distractions or elimination plan? So the things that will derail you. Okay? And for the next 90 days, how are you going to eliminate or reduce some of the things? This is important to understand, by the way. Okay? This is really important to understand, by the way. Because if you don't understand that, that you won't break the patterns. Like awareness is huge. Just like I tell people, the difference of people inside our community having success and aren't, it's how big they're playing, by the way. And it's easier to play big than it is to play small, by the way. I know you don't think so, but it is because when you play big, it requires you to let go of the things that played you small. It just requires you to let go of them. So that's why I'm inviting you to go big. And to go big, you're going to have to get rid of some of your distractions. Right? You're just going to have to get rid of some of them. And remember, we all have 24 hours in our day, is what we decided to do with it, by the way. And if you do the math, even if you work a full-time job, 10 hours a day, still do the math. I'm still giving you 4 hours with your family, and you still have 2 to 3 hours to work this business. Okay? So we're going to eliminate distractions. It's so important to have this filled out before we officially launch next week. And then what is that identity shift you're going to do? To reach my goal, I must become someone who, and then I am becoming, and this is something I would read every day. It's quite interesting to me. I love it when somebody's like, but what if it doesn't work? What if I what if? I'm like, but what if it does? What if it does? And so if you're that type of person that always thinks about what is not, if you focus on what's not happening, that's that identity shift that I want you to reprogram yourself. What if it does? Like, what if it does? Like, what if it does? Like, I always like just stop your patterns and be like, wait, what? I remember you guys when I was terrified to go live. I mean, I was terrified to go live, right? That's why I didn't go live nobody gave me the encouragement to go live. So I didn't go live for like my first 50 days. And I remember the first time I went live, I was terrified. I was sweating. And I was like, I had a little bit like some little bullet points what I'm going to talk about. And I was so grateful that like three people got on. I was like, whew. And I went live for like 10 minutes. And I remember getting off the live and I'm like, I'm okay. I'm not bruised. I'm still alive. I made it. Right. And I didn't go live for a few more days. And then the more I went, the more confident I got. That's how I got my confidence. It wasn't thinking about going live. It was actually having the courage to go live. But the game changer for me was this moment. It was towards the very end of November of 2022. And I said, put your big girl pants on, Michelle. You're going to go live every single day. And from December 1st until next December. Every single day, no matter what, it is going to raise your standards. It is a non-negotiable. And I set that goal. Here's why. Because I caught my pattern. This is probably going to be huge for many of you. I caught this pattern of, I mean, I went live 2 days ago. I probably should go live again. What am I going to talk about? And then I showed up that version. But the moment I shifted and I'm like, you're going live every day for 1 hour, don't waste the hour. I became a different person. I became intentional. I documented. I knew how many people. I went to my system.io. I seen how many leads I had. I would go live halfway during my live. I would check and see how many more leads I had. If I didn't get leads, I needed to increase my CTA. And I started tracking it. And it blew up my business. But if I wouldn't have became so intentional and it became a non-negotiable, it wouldn't have happened. And I remember like there was moments like on Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I just went live while I was cooking. And I remember one time I was going live and I was cooking and I forgot something. I'm like, you guys, did I put the eggs in? Can you help me? Did I put the eggs in? Oh my gosh, I think I need to start over. Like it was hilarious. But they were like, you did what you said. I will have people buy from me that have been in my system for 2 years, 3 years. I said, and they'll get on my lives and be like, Ed, I've been watching you for 3 years. Like you still are saying the same thing. That's why I bought from you. When people see somebody that actually can show up, actually sticks to their word and stays consistent, you will attract people to you, not because you're perfect, but because you still show up. That's important. So I'm telling you, that was my shift. When I went from like, yeah, I mean, I probably should go live. I mean, but when I went from like, it's non-negotiable, right? And then this year, mine was like, you're going to go live Monday through Friday because I just don't like to work on the weekends anymore. I pre-schedule my content. I don't do nothing on the weekends. Sometimes I don't even know where my phone is. And we do the coolest things on the weekends. I'm like, I should really like take my phone and get a lot of B-roll because I could do a lot, but I don't. I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is. And that's something that was important to me is to literally just work 4.5 days. And that's important to me. And you guys can have the exact same schedule, by the way. I just pre-schedule my content on the weekends and that's it. I go live Monday through Friday. That's it. But I had to do for 1 year, I had to do every day just to condition myself and raise that standard. Right. And then that's what I'm telling you guys. That was the only difference. I kind of loosely did it. And then when I went from loosely to like, it's a non-negotiable, the person you become, because why are you going to waste an hour going live or even 30 minutes going live? Like make it worth it. And when you become that intentional, and I tracked my numbers, so I track it. I'm gonna teach you guys this in this 90-day run, by the way. Because if I go to my system and I refresh it and I see how many leads I have, and then if I know I do it every 15 minutes, by the way, but during my live, I'll refresh the page and I'll see how many leads. Because if I do not get at least 20, depends on how many people I have on, 20 to 30 leads, and I'm different than you guys, so don't compare. I'm just saying that's my standards. If I'm not getting 20 to 30 leads, I sucked that live. I didn't do a good CTA. I didn't do good storytelling. Like, this is how I improve. I'm literally every single day, I'm judging me to improve the next. I want to teach you guys this. I don't want you saying, I went live. No, no, no. You're going to go like, I went live. This happened. And if I have a good live, I'm like, just go do it again. And by the way, I do not do 3 videos every day anymore. I don't. I don't even know the last time I've done 3 videos. Because TikTok, YouTube, you get the replays. In TikTok, like they give you 5 ideas. I just use those videos. So I only do maybe 1 video a day. I probably do maybe 7 videos. Okay, maybe 4 videos. 5, let's say 5 videos a week. That's it. Everything else is repurposed for my lives. I'm going to teach you guys that. Like, I'm going to teach you this really cool YouTube strategy that's been the game changer and saved me a lot of time, by the way. I just taught it in my mastermind and I can't wait for many of them to implement it. But I'm just sharing that with you guys. Like, so it's not like I'm adding more work, I'm actually saving more. And I love the fact that TikTok gives you an idea of like the most, and they tell you why they took that part of your life. So I'll just repurpose that as content. So I'm going to teach you how to work smarter and leverage our systems instead of working harder, by the way. And it's nice actually if you take your lives, it's so nice to go and create content out of it because you'll see where you need to improve, by the way. 30 leads yesterday on my live. Yes, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. And she's probably got those standards now. Like, she knows what she needs to do to deliver that to get those results. Yeah. I love that. Okay, I got to share with you though. She goes, YouTube sent me one of your videos from 2 years ago. Can I tell you why they did that? Because I'm testing. Okay, you guys want a hot tip for those of you that do a little bit on YouTube? So I love this. So when you do this is a training I'm going to give you guys that because she said that, like, you're so proof how what I'm going to share with you. So if you create a short, and none of my shorts are created just for YouTube, by the way, it's repurposed content from my lives or from something I did on TikTok. But anyway, if you do a short on YouTube, you can have it go back to the long form. Well, I don't do long form videos on YouTube. I just do lives on YouTube, right? I go live at YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So what I did is I went to my old videos. I was like, I'm going to test this. I went to my old videos and I put it into Opius Clip, and I got one video. I took 4 shorts out of it. It was an old video. It's probably the one she's seen. And I just took like 15, 30, 40-second clips that I pushed it back to that old video. And she said literally that video was pushed in front of her. How many years ago did she say that was? 2 years ago. That's that evergreen stuff. I'm telling you guys, the hour or the 2 hours you spend on social media every day is not a waste of time. It's because look at that. All I did is I was like, I'm going to test it. And I've done that twice now. And now people are seeing my old videos. So I was like, I'm going to know if that part of YouTube actually works. It does. So if you guys want to go back to some of your old content on YouTube, do that. Just cut some shorts, have it go back there. It's easy to do. I do it all on my phone, by the way. Everything on YouTube is on my phone. Super short. I'm telling you, super short. Like, these are these strategies that I'm going to teach you over the 90 days. So it doesn't take like an hour training to do it. Like, you are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so easy, right? But we're going to help you raise, soon you're going to raise your standards that, like, you have to get 20 leads every day. I got to get 20 leads every day. So you will be able to control that because you're going to get so good with your marketing, so good with your messaging, so good with your content that you will get 20 leads. Or like Mindy, so good with your lives that you'll get 30 on your lives. Like, that's it. That's the magic of marketing. It's called that attraction marketing. And that's what we're going to spend so much time going through, right? I'm going to teach you guys these cool strategies. So I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. And by the way, I do the same thing as well with Instagram and TikTok, by the way. I'll go to some of my old videos. Like the other day, this is kind of funny. Is a video I did over a year ago, and I just scrolled because if you go to TikTok, you can go to your most popular videos, and I'll go through them and I'll just share them again on my stories. One video that was at like 12,000 views is at 16,000 because I just shared it on my story twice in 10 days. Because if it worked before, it's gonna work. That one brought me like 419 followers. I'm like, why aren't I sharing this again? Because your stories are seen by new people. Took me 10 seconds to do that. I just shared it to my stories. This is the hot tips that actually get your content working. So don't ever look. I want you to start looking at your content as I call it your planting digital real estate. It never goes away. And you can always reactivate it and get it going again. I'm testing it on YouTube. It's working. And what I just shared with you is hot tip, by the way. Find your latest videos, share them again on your stories. Do that once a day to old videos. Watch what happens. I mean, those little bitty tips is what's going to help you make 30K in 90 days. And if you're new, you know what to do in about a month, right? I do that every day though. I'm sharing what I do is every day I'll share some of my videos. I'll my clips from my lives. I'll share them to my stories as well. That's it. That's it. So okay. And by the way, you got to stop saying you're struggling. Do you think you're ever going to raise your standards if you say you're struggling? That I don't even allow that type of talk in my house. So my granddaughter, this was last year, she goes, Grandma, math is hard. Math is so hard. I said, Haven K, do you think math is ever going to be easy if you think something is hard? I said, I want you to shift your mind and be like, Grandma, I'm learning new things in math. This is cool. She goes, okay, Grandma. Next week she came back. She goes, Grandma, I really like math. I'm learning new things. Guess what her favorite subject is this year? Math. All from sub. It's hard. I'm overwhelmed. I'm struggling. You'll stay there. That's your comfort zone. That's that shift. Like, okay, bring it. I'm learning something new. Where's my diamond? Diamonds are made under pressure. If you have pressure, my friend, you're just a diamond in the making. Like that says everything about you. That's awesome. But you gotta eliminate the words that will keep you broke and keep you stuck. Nothing will ever change with I'm struggling, I'm overwhelmed, this is hard. You got to change that. Like, go like, I'm ready. I was meant for more. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to change it. And the moment you do, your identity will shift to that. So catch your patterns. And I would create that in your home as well. If you see your family like, no more, no more, no more. We're going to shift that. This is hard to, I'm learning something new. I'm up for the challenge. Watch what happens in your life, in your family's life, and in your business when you do that. So funny. Now Haven will come over and go, Grandma, I bought my math book. I'm like, I'm so glad you love math. She goes, me too. And I so bad would it be like, I can't wait when she's 18. I'm like, do you remember? But it's like it was one little shift. I just shifted her identity from, and man, her shoulders were down. And I said that she's like, and boy, she just loves math. So I'm telling you guys, we get what we think of. That's what we get. Again, I can give you the best strategies, but until you raise your standards, the strategies will never work. It's like the 6 inches in between here is what will completely change your life. It completely change your life. It truly will. Okay, so yeah, exactly what a man thinketh. Woo, so true, right? So true. So here's the way it's going to look. We need to be marketing this 90 day. I kind of gave you some marketing tips during this of how to market it, but you have to market it how you feel comfortable marketing it. I love the 30K in 90 days, the 22 customers. You need to let people know you're getting ready to go on a 90-day run, share what your goal is. We are going to do a live again, a webinar again next Tuesday. at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time that we're really going to launch this 90-day run. It officially starts. Day one will start February 18th. I'm giving you guys a week to market it. Many of you will have 4 to 10 customers before then because you'll market it and you'll create that urgency that you need to get started now so your system is set up, so you're ready to go. And I want to show you how to invite people to the webinar, which I will be adding these in there for you, by the way. There'll be a module put in there today. Okay, I will add the module. It's going to be in the classroom. You'll see it's called the Freedom Formula 30K in 90-day sprint. You'll see that in there. This training will be the first one in there. I'll be doing another one for marketing, do another one about the webinar. Okay, so those will be in there. So that's way you can let people know, get started now, go through these. So that way you're ready. You're ready to launch. Your system's set up. You have a little understanding. Your social media accounts are set up and you're ready to go. Like this is so important. So you guys have one entire week of marketing. And what happens is urgency will be created with this. Your marketing will create urgency. And you have an entire week to do this. So excited. And then day one will hit on February 18th. Every morning. I know, super excited. Me too. So yes, the fire is burning. Yes, the fire's lit. Let's go. We're gonna have fun, by the way. We got to have fun. People buy from people that are having fun. People don't want to buy from people that are complaining or overwhelmed or talking about this, man. Go have fun. When people see you having fun and they see that you have a solution for their problems, they're going to want to buy from you. Okay. So questions. Anybody have any questions that I can answer for you real quick? We can do a little fireside chat of questions about the 90-day run. Nothing else. We got to stick to topics. By the way, if you are in the Legacy Builders program, which if y'all aren't in the Legacy Builders program yet, which is the legacy of the Legacy Builders program, the 900 or the bundle pack, I do a live call every Monday, and we're going into in depth with this. Okay, you're gonna get daily video from me, but the topics of the week, because I'm going to be doing challenges with you, and where I see the gaps are is what we're going to be training deeper on Mondays. And I put you guys in breakout rooms so you guys can strategize together. So that should be your goal, to be getting on those calls as well. When I tell you we're going to have fun and I'm going to equip you for success, I'm telling you we're going to have fun and I'm going to equip you for success. So it's going to be, we have a daily video for the 90 days. But more importantly, we're going to have more intensive training on it to really help you land it and help you stay accountable to it and stick to it. You are welcome, my friend. Yes. New social media accounts are also allowed. Absolutely. If you're brand new and you're going to have a brand new account, of course, you can start that way as well. And that will be one of the trainings that I'll be doing in the 90-day, like, hey, if you're brand new, this is what you need to do, and if you're not, this is what you need to do. Because you guys, you can literally change your algorithms immediately, right? So yeah, I'm excited. Who's excited? Let me know in the comments who's excited. All right. Maria, how are you?
Hi, Michelle. I'm good, thank you. Oh my goodness, it's so awesome this training. And I wanted to ask you a question because I think it's gonna be very important for this 90-day run for me. And because how I can show up for myself during this 90-day so that I will be like successful, because I understood that I let myself down
Okay.
a little.
Okay.
So
Let me help you. Ready? First of all, rip the rearview mirror off. Okay. It don't matter what you did in the past. It don't matter what you did yesterday. None of that defines you. Right? If you and I were both 10 minutes away from a coffee shop and you're like, hey Michelle, meet me and let's have coffee, right? And you get there and 20 minutes later I'm still not there and you call me and you're like, where are you? And I'm like, I was trying to get there, but I kept on looking in the rearview mirror and I hit a tree. So that's what will happen in your business. If you think about, I let myself down or this didn't work, you're looking back and you'll hit that tree. So I want you to create that new identity, fill that paper out I gave you, and just go forward. Like today is day one or tomorrow is day one because nothing in the past defines you. That helped you get to where you are now.
That's so good. And it's also because I try to find my why in the external, while I think my why needs to be internally me. And I used to let my like to do not show up for myself actually because nobody before it showed for me, and seeing you believing in us every single day, every single week is just like, yeah, I want to be like this woman. I want to be like, I want to pour my heart because I share the same heart of you, Michelle. And I love you. I see your growth too as a leader. And oh my goodness, you're a star. Thank
And I
you.
love that because you've been with me a while.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and that's you've seen my growth, right? I've always raised my standards and tried to become a better leader for you guys because I want everybody to win. And I know everybody can if they're willing to raise their standards as well. So I'm so proud of you and just fill that form out and let's just go forward and let's just see who you become in the next 90 days.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey. Oh, I
I
know
love
you
you.
can. I believe in you. Yes, I love it. All right, Gail. Yes. How are you?
No, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Good. Okay, a couple things. One, on my TikTok, I don't, it's like it's not reaching any of my target market. How do I change that algorithm so that I'm reaching my target market?
So talk more about that. Okay. So here's several things I'm going to have you do. Talk more like who's your target market in one sentence.
Men and women over 40 that don't have a retirement plan.
Okay. So I wouldn't say as much as men and women over 40. I just would talk to people that don't have a retirement plan. Okay.
Okay.
And then here's something I would do. And you guys, this is a tip for everyone listening to me. So whoever your ideal audience is like that retirement plan. So what I would do, Gail, is I would go to Instagram or TikTok and or YouTube. All three of them is actually great. And I would search what is being talked about in no retirement. What is
Okay.
some of the main things that are being searched and talked about? Because if you can create familiar content like that, people are going to start noticing you. Look at the hashtags that they're using. It doesn't have to be making money from home, but it can be like, here's how to save with retirement. What are some of those hooks and hashtags that they're using? And then you can use similar things in their videos. So, like, for example, let's say you find a video on TikTok that talks about um, putting X amount into an annuity plan every month. Okay, that video is going viral. Let's just say it is. So
Hmm.
I would create a video and be like, have you guys been seeing videos about annuity plans? You're like, it all sounds good, but I don't even have any money to put in an annuity plan. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can have the money to put inside an annuity plan. I said it 3 times what was trending.
Okay.
See the difference? And then you're going to show them how to get the money to have that annuity plan.
Yeah, the comments that I'm getting, I've gotten a marriage proposal. I had a guy tell me he
And
loves
that you will
me. I'm like,
always get that. That will never go away. You just gotta ban them immediately
yeah,
because
yeah.
you ban them immediately because you're just teaching the social media gods to not put people like that in front of you. So just ban them. It happens all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time. That's just something that's just part of it, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, so go find that. I think Instagram is really good of searching and finding really good trending, what's
Okay.
trending, and people that would be searching real estate, right? Or
Mhm.
retirement. And
Right.
then go search and find just some keywords. And then the other thing you can do, right, is, and I'm going to be teaching you guys this. This is one of the heavy trainings I'm going to teach during the Legacy Builders call on a Monday because this is how I find all my content. But anyway, you can take this, right, and find like I just made up the annuity thing You
Mhm.
could go type that into ChatGPT and say, okay, this video is getting a lot of engagement and it talks about annuity and and you can even look at the comments. The comments are going to be priceless for you because you're going to
Mhm.
see how your perfect customer talks, some verbiage that they use and things like that to help you use that exact same verbiage inside your content. So people are like, she gets me because
Okay.
they're saying the same stuff. But anyway, you can put that like whatever that hook is or that video, the information about it, or even you can even copy and paste that entire description and put it in ChatGPT and say, I want to create 3 videos and you explain what your business is and how you help people 40 and over retire. And then what are 3 hooks I could use? What are 3 video ideas? They will help you off of that that's already out there trending. Mhm.
Okay. The other thing is, I have a VA who basically I do the video and he goes in and does whatever to, put the words on it. And he does my posting and all that. So I've gotten to where I'm batch creating, so I'm a week ahead.
Mhm.
So how can I continue to do that in this 90-day run?
Because that your content's not going to change.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's just not going to change, right? Because it's still content, right? You're probably just going to every week, you're gonna be able to improve what you give them the next week.
Okay. Because so I basically started, even though I bought the program before, like 6 weeks before, but I actually started this with the last 90-day launch or 90-day run.
Mm-hmm.
And I have posted 3 videos every single day since then.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I want to make sure that, I want to,
Well, now it's like if you're posting 3 videos a day and your content is not converting, you're not getting leads and stuff, then that means that either people aren't noticing your content, right? It's not standing out enough. Again, it's awesome that we have over 5 billion people on social media, but we
right,
have over 5 billion people. How are you going to stand out?
right,
Quickest way to stand out is see what's trending and go use similar stuff because that's what people are already engaging in. And then if you're using similar hashtags and similar words that they're using, all of a sudden you're going to be pushed in front of those audiences. And obviously, if they're searching how to retire, they're going to be interested in what you have to say.
okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
so he was doing TikTok and Facebook, posting on TikTok and Facebook. Well, now he's starting to go to Instagram and LinkedIn, and I'm also getting into YouTube. So, being as I have somebody that helps me do all this, is it wise for me to try to be on all those platforms at one
I
time?
mean, of course, that's up to you, right? Because you got help. So, yeah, then that eliminates you getting burned out. But yeah.
Hmm.
Absolutely. But I
Okay.
would I would get your message mastered right and I would work on those. To me, I would spend more time on those SEO search and see what's actually trending and working really well out there and start creating content around that. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah. Do. Okay. Felicia. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so excited to be here because I've been trying to really get into especially the Monday one, but Kajabi always puts me off because I couldn't log in and but today I'm so excited being here and I'm so excited seeing you in person, not in person, but at least I see you live and yeah, you really brought my this thing way up there. And I'm a 60-plus-year-old woman, and I only started 17th January I bought. So my system was set up around February. I took a long time figuring out, but
That's okay.
I was able to get through. And so as soon as I finished, within 2 days, I got my first sale with eight.
Yay.
Yes,
Congratulations.
with 8 leads, I got one customer. I hope it continues like that. And so I'm so excited, and I'm doing everything I can to really get something down because that's not. I don't have any retirement, as my sister said, and so this is my last resort. So I'm really working in through, and I know that I'm really um as you always say, we have to go. We have to do it, no matter what. So that gives me the confidence to actually move on. One thing I really want to ask about is the Kajabi, how I'll be able to get in. I don't know if this is the only video that has allowed me to get in, or now I'll be able to get in easily.
You mean
So
how to
that,
log into your Kajabi?
yeah, so last week like this, I really worked on it for almost 1 hour. And I wanted to join the program that the call that you were doing on Monday, but I couldn't because I couldn't get in.
I'm
And
going to
even
put the link in
yesterday,
here of how you log into Kajabi. Click here. I just put it in the chat. How do you log into Kajabi? And you just got to use the same email and password that you used when you set it up. But I want to
yes,
share something with you about that. The Your story is what you need to go out there and share over and over again. And here's what I mean. Like your story, like you guys, I did this. This is my last option I have, and I got a customer in blank day. You know what I mean? And like you got to go share that story over and over again. That's what I did. Like I literally, when I launched my business, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm having an automated system, and I don't even like tech, and it's pre-built, and I make 100% profit. And then when I got my first customer 3 days later, I'm like, you guys, I had a complete stranger buy for me, and I got excited, and I just shared that. It's that journey that you share. And now that you've already created a proof story, I would go out there and just share that over and over. Yeah. Okay.
thank you.
Awesome. And
Thank you so much.
congratulations. Love it. Love it. And okay. Yeah. And if you scroll up, my friend, you'll see the link to get into Kajabi. So, and Christina said a lot of people struggled getting on the Zoom link through Kajabi. It's not that they struggled, it's just that people didn't understand it was just for legacy and bundle. So, a lot of people in the passive and digital mastery and Launchpad were trying to get in it. That was the confusion. So, okay. Brandon, yes. Brandon's phone. Used to be
Yeah,
able to,
man. Unmuted.
yeah, your internet's kind of, yeah. Can you hear?
Sorry about that. Yes, ma'am. My question is, on the marketing of the 90-day run, when you said to market it with our financial goals, I'm in the digital mastery, the $600 level, and
Okay.
I'm just now getting started. I started in New Year's Eve is when I launched. I've only had one customer so far, but I'm trying to learn as much, and I want to get on the 90-day run. But when I go to market that in my content, am I marketing my financial goal like, I'm on the 90-day run in the Legacy Builders program and have a goal of X number of $1,000 in 90 days? Do I actually
Yes.
put that dollar amount out there like that?
Yes. So
Okay,
great. I'm so
okay.
glad you brought that up. So what is your goal for the 90 days?
I would like to make 10K.
Okay. So what I would do, and that's what you're going to run. Like you guys, I'm going on a Freedom Formula run, and I'm going for 10K in 90 days. And all I need, okay, so you said you have the digital mastery, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, divided by. So all you need is I'm doing the math here. So if you get 17 customers equals 10,200 you're going to make. And so 17 divided by 90. So you're looking what, like a customer every 3 days? I would market that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was my question. I didn't know about actually putting the dollar amount out there. I didn't want to sound scammy or, because I know we try to market to what the program can do for other people, not just for ourselves, right? Because we want to help other people get into the program just like we did. And so I didn't want to sound like I'm just, hey, give me your money. This is, like it's a fundraiser. I didn't want it to come
Okay.
across
No,
like
I
that.
love that you're saying this because I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. What you're going to say is we're inside our program. We are launching where I'm actually we're launching a Freedom Formula the Freedom Formula Sprint. It's a 90-day challenge, and my goal is to make 10K in 90 days. So the founder of the company is giving us a daily video with a daily action step. She's going to help us really build a solid foundation over the next 90 days. It's a learning and earning process. You're going to learn digital marketing. You're going to learn attraction marketing on social media, and we want you to be able to earn at the exact same time. So let me ask you this question. What would you do if in the next 90 days you could make an additional 10K while you're learning digital marketing?
Oh, wow. Okay. That would be amazing.
Yeah, but that's how you market it, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because you're not really marketing that, hey, this is a 90-day run. You are, but you're like, inside our program, this is an added bonus that you're getting.
Okay. Okay. I see. The angle is coming from what I'm doing inside the program that you could also do if you were inside the program.
Yeah.
Not just what I'm doing as, hey, I'm out here and I'm doing this, but it's inside the
Yes.
program.
Yes.
It makes it
Yes.
kind of exclusive. You have to be a part of it to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's it. And so, but
Okay,
that's
awesome.
an
Thank
extra
you so much.
bonus that you're getting.
Right.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good question. See, this is why I love doing Q&A, by the way, because I that should have been clear from many of you that are newer, right? So thank you so much for asking. Okay, Matthew.
Hey, Michelle.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Hey, super quick. I'm on TikTok. I've had my account for about 6 months. Something you said earlier that since the new ownership took over TikTok, newer people have a head start or benefit from it. My account's not super busy. Would it be a good idea to start a new one now?
So what are you
Or
dealing with your existing account?
it's not busy. I haven't been consistent. I probably have a dozen videos and probably that same amount of leads, but I don't have a sale from it.
Okay, so let me answer that for you, and I'm going to answer it for you. This is exactly what I would do. So the reason why I say I'm pulling mine up real quick here. The reason why I say a new account is good right now because what happened, and I don't know, this is so crazy to me, and I'm sure it's just a hiccup in the system. But what happened is like for some odd reason now, like my lives are full of bots. I never, prior to the the new ownership, I never had a bot problem. And like Harold, that he's in my mastermind, he said the exact same thing today. He goes, "I'm full of bots now," and Harold's in Canada, so he wasn't even part. So there is something that had to happen, and so and also there's an increase in. And bots are from Nigeria.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like the country Nigeria. It has to do with, unfortunately, most of the bots are coming from Nigeria. So what I would do, Matthew, is go to your videos, and then like what I tell people to do is click on one of your videos and click on the analytics and go to the viewers and scroll down and see, is Nigeria up there in the top 3 or 4? If the answer is yes, then you might want to create a new account.
Okay.
If the answer is no, you're fine.
It doesn't really matter.
If your analytics are like Nigeria's up there, you literally are being shown to bots. So that's what I'm saying. A brand new account, you might not have that. So
Yeah. I've seen that in prior mentor calls. That's a great analytic to check. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Glad you're here. Love it. All right, Kimberly.
Hey there.
Hello.
Okay, I have a question on TikTok. Does it matter if you do a TikTok post and then share to your stories, or stories and then a post and share on both stories and the same video? Like how do you do that?
So I will make a post on, okay, so I do 2 things with my stories. When I make a post on TikTok, then I will share it to my stories. Okay, and then when you share, this is interesting. So when you share a post to your stories, you can add a link. But if you share directly to stories, you can't add a link.
Okay.
It's so weird. I don't understand
Yeah.
why they do that. But anyway, so I like to take at least one of my videos a day that I post on TikTok and share it to my TikTok stories. And I add my link so they can just click on my link. And
Okay.
so I do that. And then the other thing that I do is I will take my lives, I will go into the replays of my lives and I will take at least one of that TikTok recommends and I will just share that, share that to my stories. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm getting next to no views on stories. It was funny because the other day, this week, I posted on stories, and by the next day, it still was like at 0 or 1 view. And then I decided I'd make it a post, and less than a day, it got over 150 views. So
Hmm.
that's why I'm trying to get my stories up there, but not sure how.
Yeah. So are you sharing your old videos to your stories?
I haven't been. I've been just doing the new ones, so
Okay,
I'll go
so
back
what
and
I
do
do
that.
is, so I will take at least one new one a day and I will share that to my stories. I will take part of my live a day. And here's the thing, there's one piece of your live that they'll do that says live updates.
Okay.
And I will always share that one because they push that one out because it says
Okay.
live recap or something like that on it. And so it's letting people know you go live. Well, that's what TikTok wants. TikTok wants people to know you go live because you going live keeps people on the platform longer. So if you're going live, they're going to push your content out to more people. So I will take
Okay.
that and I will also add, I go live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That one gets a lot of views, by the way. So I do that. And then I go into my TikTok videos, I click on my most popular and
Okay.
I will literally take my most popular videos. I don't care if they're 2 years old, I'm still saying the same thing. And I will add that to my stories. And what TikTok understands is, wait, this video has got, a lot of engagement before. We're going to push it out again and see what it does. So that's the three strategies that I do with my stories. Mhm.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, you bet. Okay. Uh, Allura, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm excited to be here. I
Yay,
can't
glad
wait
you're
to start
here.
the 90 days. Um,
Woohoo!
I have a few questions about TikTok. So, you can't add your link until after a certain amount of followers, right?
Right,
Is that right?
but what I did is the moment I created my TikTok in September, I put it in my bio.
Okay. I thought I listened to somebody, they said not to put it on the bio. So, okay, that's good to know.
I've always had it in my
Um,
bio because I want people always, seeing my domain.
okay.
Mhm.
And should you follow the community? I get mixed reviews on this. Should I follow people? I'm trying to get an organic 1,000. And I'm banning some people. I'm just not sure. And then when I go to follow somebody, like I think there's 9 million Tims and there's 100 million of
Right.
you. So how do I know who's who?
So I only follow like 340 total people, and it's people that ask me to follow them because
Okay.
of that reason.
Okay.
So don't worry about followers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And banning people is not an issue.
I ban all the time. I
Okay.
ban more people than I engage with.
Okay. And how do you identify a bot?
You can tell usually by the picture, and they have no followers. Like it's zero, everything's zero.
Oh, okay.
And like a bot on your live, you can tell because they're like just put all emojis or just really weird things, or you can tell. You'll start.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right. Awesome. I can't wait to get going. Thank
you
you
can
so
start
much.
clicking, like when you're going live, you can click on them and it kind of pulls up a little bit of their bio. And if they have like zero posts, zero followers, like just block. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Good questions. All right. Juliet. Juliet, are you there? All right. Jonas?
Hi, Michelle, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I was just about to write a message that I'm going to lower my hand because I think somebody I got an answer. It was regarding opening a new TikTok. I just opened a new TikTok while observing, and I think I'll try to push it for 90 days and see what difference it's gonna make. I'm not familiar in terms of going live, but I'll do my best to post myself, or even though I will make some other
Yeah.
videos. So I hope there will be a better outcome, and thank you very much.
Yeah, there definitely will be. Just and get that mindset shift and just go all out these next 90 days, okay? Woohoo! Love it. All right. Chrissy. That pen. All right.
Hey Michelle,
Hello.
how are you? Um, I on TikTok I was getting sick of getting people outside my country. So I just asked ChatGPT, for hashtags. I've been using Aussie Talk quite a bit, and
Mhm.
it's like all of my viewers are mainly Australian. Yeah, so I don't know if that's just a coincidence or not. And also when I block a lot of people. But a lot of people are just if they're following so many people and
Mhm.
they've got 1,000 followers, they're looking for people to follow them. You know what I mean? That's just what they're out for. So I just block them straight away. But I find that if you block, then you don't receive those, hey honey, you're beautiful. Do you want to, you know,
Yeah,
get
you'll always
together or whatever,
receive them,
just
you
block
know.
them straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a challenge, but you just got to keep on top of that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
keep on top of that. Yeah. Yeah. That's really all I wanted to say, I think.
Oh, okay. So you have a
Yeah.
question? Okay.
No, I didn't really have a
Okay.
question, but I just thought that I'd added that hashtag. I don't know if it makes a difference that all my
Mhm.
viewers are in Australia, 98% of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do get the odd Nigerian and
Yeah,
other countries
that's
that,
interesting that you say that. So I noticed in my analytics that like nothing was going to Canada. So what I started
mm,
doing is I literally started talking about Canada. Started talking
yeah,
about Canada in
yeah,
my live, started talking about Canada in my content, and now Canada is my top five. It changed
yeah,
like within a few days, right? So if you talk
yeah.
about an area enough, it will like I hardly have I'm maybe 18% in the United States, you guys. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So I don't sweat the small stuff, right? I'm done. I'm
yeah.
like, but I do want to try to like Canada wasn't even on my list of my top 10. I'm like, that's crazy. So I started talking about Canada. Now Canada's, in my top five. So, but
Very good. All right. Thanks, Michelle.
yeah.
Thanks for today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that theory works, just like she said, you guys. And she's even more aggressive. And she's like, I'm using a hashtag too. That will work as well. So, Regina.
Hi, Michelle. Hi. Oh, actually,
Hello.
that is kind of a little bit the same question I have. How to reach a global market because TikTok is showing me my videos only to Dutch people, and I just want to have more reach, of course. And well, you said already a little bit about, well, just talk about the countries, well, talk English then, of course.
Hmm.
Do you think that I would then start a new TikTok account because now I'm doing everything in Dutch? What would you recommend on that?
Um, because you're doing everything in Dutch? Yes. Hmm. Yep.
Would that be a good idea to start a new TikTok
I,
account or
I
just,
would. Like when
yeah?
I start marketing my Spanish, I'm creating a brand new account just for Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
And and then talk about the countries like United States or Canada and all that stuff.
Yep.
And are there also some hashtags? Because I searched for it before, but when I just put in the hashtag like United States or something, or or Canada, um, well, actually, I got so many
Yeah,
random
I would
people.
have it be more targeted.
True.
Yeah, more target. So like for example, if you're I'm just using that because retire like because I talked to Gail about retirement, right? Retirement in USA. So try to do
Oh,
something that would be in your niche and
yeah,
then
yeah.
add the area. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Okay. We'll get Kathy, try Juliet again, and Trevor. I have another appointment here in 30 minutes, so we gotta get going. So if you guys can ask your question real quick so I can get him, would be great.
Hi,
Okay.
Michelle. Are you there?
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I have I've had a TikTok account and I have 399 followers, and I haven't posted anything. So should I just use that account, or do you think I should create a new TikTok account?
I would do the exact same advice I gave earlier. That is, look at your videos, and if none of them are in Nigeria, you're fine.
I don't have any videos. I haven't posted anything on it
Oh, you're
since I've
fine.
had it.
Yeah, you're fine. Because there's so okay, I guess let me rephrase that. It depends on where you've been spending your time, right? Like if you're like all over the place on on social media, then you might want to create a new one and just keep that one for personal stuff. Like I don't know if a minute ago you heard me talk about how this phone, my TikTok is completely different than my other phone. Let me share with you why one of the reasons is because my granddaughter will get on this phone on TikTok.
Okay.
So I'm crazy. It's the same account, same channel, but because she's on this, it has changed the algorithms on this one compared to my other one. Like there is hardly any online business stuff on this phone.
Okay, I'll go ahead then and just create a new TikTok account. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad I clarified that because that does make a huge difference. So yeah, thank you for being here. All right, Juliet, we'll try you again. Unmute. Yeah, even same account, you guys. It's my same account. I just got the TikTok app on this phone and the other phone, but she gets on this one. It's like it's two totally different algorithms. Like I will grab my phone and show you guys and be like, "Are you kidding me?" Like it's completely different. There's people on this that aren't even that one. And she doesn't get on it very often, by the way. So, all right, Trevor. Yeah, it's crazy. That's how sensitive they are, though. So I tell people all the time, if you like to doom scroll on TikTok, I think it's fine. I just would create an own private personal account for that, and I would leave your business account alone. So, yeah,
Hi,
Trevor?
Michelle. Hi,
Hello.
Michelle. Hi, good thanks. Michelle, what I want to know is thank you so much for this meeting. It's been very informative. As I'm Trevor from South Africa. I've just joined about 2 weeks into the Legacy program.
Awesome.
And
Welcome.
yes, and when I got into Legacy program, I mean, I've been working for the last 20 years, so that's all I did. I never got so much into tech savvy, getting into systems and so forth. But in these last 2 weeks, I've learned a lot. Thank you so much. What I want to know is, firstly, is that I've been the last 2 weeks. I'm almost got followers close to about 100 now. I've chosen to go faceless for personal reasons, but I will eventually go live. I think I'm not confident enough to go live as yet. Any advice? Because my posting and my stories are seeing, and my content is seeing about 150 views per day. Just been 2 weeks into the Legacy program. So any advice
awesome.
you give me on going live and getting that confidence going live? I also want to go into something where I've never done before. Yes.
I mean, and we're going to cover that, during the 90-day run, right? But, some people get discouraged if their content's only getting 150 views. What I look at is how much engagement is it getting, right? And if you're doing a CTA, a call to action at the end of your content to drive traffic like back to your automated system, focus on that. So I tell people is look at your hook and make sure people are making it longer on your videos. The hook is the most important thing. Your hook has to create a desire or curiosity with the person. So I say ask a question or pull something like that up. Your hook matters. We're going to really be working on hooks. And then the next part is make sure you have a CTA at the end. And share a bunch. When you're brand new, share a bunch of stories and show a bunch of proof, but never the proof like, you can make this, never that. Like show a testimonial inside the community and be like, this is what they've done from following this program step by step. Look what they're achieving. Look at their win, right? Because it's their story. And so just share some of that. I would try to do at least one of them a day because proof is everything. And documentation beats conversation all the time. And like, oh, this is why I'm so fired up with this program. I mean, check this out. Like they were sleeping and made $1,400 or $900, you know, whatever the post says. So I would do more of that and just work on your CTAs. And then in your lives, just literally share stories. Like people just know who your customer is, what is their biggest pain point, solve that problem during your live, and then invite them to be part of it. That's it. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much. You answered my question. Have a good night.
Thanks for being here. Love it.
No.
Awesome. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. I will get this. This will be uploaded. This will be in the replays as well. Give me, I don't know, a few hours will be in the replays, but I'm also going to create that module for our next 90-day run. And I will put that in there as well. And I'll be working on putting marketing in there tomorrow to help you guys with marketing and your message. But I'm so excited. You guys take that worksheet and just fill it out and take action, and let's just see what you're capable of these next 90 days. My main goal, yeah, money's going to be great, but I want you so proud of yourself because you're going to build this solid foundation and just rock it. So proud of you. Thank you so much. And Kimberly, thank you for moderating.